What if your greatest enemy isn't out there, but in here, beneath your skin, behind your smile, hidden in your thoughts? What if the person who's holding you back, wrecking your peace and whispering doubt into your ear, is you? We like to think we're rational, in control, that we make decisions with intention. But the truth is far more unsettling. Every day, millions of us wake up and slowly destroy our chances at happiness, stability, even love, without realizing it. We procrastinate when things matter. We push away the people who care. We sabotage opportunities that could change our lives. And the scariest part? We convince ourselves that it's normal, that we're just lazy, not ready, or unlucky. But beneath all those justifications lies a deeper truth. We are at war with ourselves. Self-sabotage isn't just a buzzword or a bad habit. It's a survival strategy, one born in pain, shaped by trauma, and sharpened over time. It's the voice that says you don't try too hard, you'll only fail. It's the feeling that you don't deserve success, or that if someone gets too close, they'll see how broken you really are. It's a system your mind has built, not to hurt you, but to protect you. Twisted protection, built on fear, not fact. The ancient Greeks had a name for this internal battle, akrasia, acting against your better judgment. Even Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, puzzled over why a person would do what they know is not good for them. Why would someone smoke when they want to live longer? Why stay in a toxic relationship when you crave peace? Why choose the comfort of failure over the risk of success? To answer that, we have to go deeper, into the mind itself. Modern psychology tells us that self-sabotage is often rooted in unresolved childhood experiences. Maybe you grew up around chaos, where love came with conditions. Maybe praise felt unfamiliar, or success triggered guilt because it made others uncomfortable. Your mind learned something critical. Safety lies in the familiar, even if the familiar is pain. So now, as an adult, your subconscious still clings to those patterns. You unconsciously recreate the same emotional environments, the same dynamics. Because deep down, pain is predictable, and the brain loves predictability more than happiness. This is why someone who's never felt secure in love might chase partners who are emotionally unavailable. Why someone praised only for achievement might crumble the moment they succeed, because now the pressure to keep succeeding feels unbearable. It's not weakness, it's wiring. The therapist and author Dr. Nicole LaPera once said, "Until we make the unconscious conscious, it will direct our life, and we'll call it fate." That quote is a modern echo of Carl Jung, who also warned that the shadow, the parts of us we deny, avoid, repress, will rule us if we refuse to face it. Your self-sabotage is part of that shadow, not evil, just hidden. And here's the cruel irony. The more intelligent and introspective you are, the more sophisticated your sabotage becomes. You'll rationalize toxic cycles with eloquence, build beautiful cages out of logic, dress fear in the costume of perfectionism. Tell yourself, "I'm just waiting for the right time," when really you're terrified to start. And society doesn't help. We're fed 1,000 images a day of people succeeding, smiling, thriving. No one shows the nights they laid in bed convinced they're worthless. No one tells you that healing looks like breakdowns, that growth often feels like grief. So we compare our behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, and we conclude, maybe I'm the problem. But let me tell you something. You're not broken. You're protective. Your mind has built walls where bridges should be. You've trained yourself to expect the worst, not because you're weak, but because once expecting the worst kept you safe. Imagine a child growing up in a house where success brought resentment or vulnerability brought punishment. That child learns to dim their light, to hide their truth, to stay small. Now I imagine that child becomes you, still carrying those beliefs, still navigating life with outdated maps. Maps that were useful once, but are now just leading you in circles. So how do we stop? How do we break free from this enemy within? First, awareness. You must learn to notice the patterns, not just when they explode, but when they whisper. When you forget to reply to that email that could have changed your life. When you cancel on that person who actually sees you. When you scroll for hours, knowing it's killing your spirit. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What am I afraid of? Because self-sabotage always has a reason, and if you can uncover the reason, you can disarm the behavior. Second, compassion. You don't shame a wounded animal, you understand it. Your inner saboteur is just trying to keep you safe. Speak to it, not with hate, but with curiosity. Ask, what are you protecting me from? You'll be surprised at the answers. Third, rewrite. You don't have to live by the old stories. Just because you were once told you weren't enough doesn't mean it's true. Just because you failed once doesn't mean you're destined to fail again. You can choose new beliefs. You can build new pathways. The brain is plastic. It changes with intention. But it won't happen in a day. This isn't a motivational speech. It's a reckoning. You will fall. You will relapse. You will catch yourself halfway into an old habit and hate yourself for it. That's okay. Healing is messy. Progress is jagged. But every time you catch yourself sabotaging and you choose something different, you win. You take one step away from the enemy and one step closer to yourself. So if you've made it this far in the video, know this. You're not alone. Everyone fights the enemy inside. Some just hide it better. But you're brave enough to face it, to name it, to change it. And that makes you dangerous in the best way possible. If this resonated with you, take a moment to breathe, reflect, and maybe for the first time offer yourself the grace you've given everyone else. Because you're not here to be perfect, you're here to be aware, to evolve, to live consciously. If this message stirred something in you, share it. Comment below with the ways you've seen self-sabotage in your life. Subscribe if you're ready for more raw, honest explorations of the human mind. And above all, remember, your enemy isn't here to destroy you. It's here to be understood. And once you do, it loses its power. Welcome to Metaphor Matrix. Welcome to your next awakening.